Yes, guys. Hello and welcome back to the Spurs-related YouTube channel and podcast. I hope everyone's doing very well this midweek Wednesday. Today, we are bringing you another transfers update video, as well as looking at our new imminent signing, Ashley Phillips from Blackburn Rovers. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think of him, with a bit of video analysis involved as well, in case you've never seen him play like probably most people. Today, I'm joined alongside Andre of Spurs Related, all the way from Canada. I'm going to swap sides because I like that. Andre, how are you doing, mate?
I'm doing well. I think we've got mainly good news, don't we? And it's kind of nice to hear that we're going to make some investment for the future.
Yeah, exactly that. This is obviously not our senior centre-back signing that we need in the first team, but looks like Ange has, probably requested this guy as a cheap one, but one for the future as well. 18-year-old centre-back of Blackburn Rovers. Andre, I'm sure you've got a little bit of analysis for us about him. I didn't know a lot about him, neither did you, I'm assuming, but we've got a little bit of research for you guys, can tell you a little bit about how he is. He's very tall and a little bit about his stats. But before we do go over to Ashley Phillips, we do have a little bit of news about Davinson Sanchez. But before we do so, please, guys, the support on the channel has been amazing lately, and we're literally 10 subscribers away from 2K. We're agonizingly close. So if you're watching this and you're new, please subscribe. Please like the video. It's free to do so. It helps us out massively. Let's try and get 100 likes. And there are channel memberships. If you do want to support the channel for around £2 a month, it goes an awful long way, and we would be absolutely buzzing if you guys could join the Spurs Relatables members. But, Andre, enough of the promo and everything else that I hate doing, but we have to do because we're a YouTube channel and we're trying to beat those algorithms. Let's get straight into talking about the Davinson Sanchez news first of all.
Perfect. So the big one being, of course, with Sanchez. Strasbourg are now in sort of discussions with Tottenham to get him, which again, I'm confused because I swear Galatasaray was the ones that were inquiring for him. I don't know what happened there. It just kind of went dark and quiet, and now we've got this new club at least that wants him. You know, it's good to see that we do have people who want to get this player. I was very concerned that we wouldn't be able to sell him. So we'll see what happens on that end. The roadblock, though, at the moment, the main sort of issue is his salary, which, it makes sense. A Premier League player will get paid a tremendously good amount of money compared to what you might pay in League One, unless you're Paris. So at least to me, I hope they do figure something out for Sanchez, because I'm pretty sure out of all the defenders that need to head out, this is the one that will make us the good amount of money.
Yeah, exactly. Have we got a fee we're talking about yet, or is it a little bit in the unknown still, Andre?
Yeah, no, there wasn't a fee that was actually put in place yet. I think that the negotiations are still like initial, nothing advanced, especially because, again, I think the club wants to see what they can do with the salary, right? That's a big issue for them. It would be a matter of if Sanchez is willing to take that kind of pay cut. We'll see what happens, but I'm sure I hope he's hungry to get some first team action. And I'm sure if he goes to Strasbourg, he'll be one of their mains.
Surely. And when we were talking about Villarreal and Galatasaray, we were talking like 9 million euros, weren't we?
Yeah, around there. So I can't imagine that we would be going any higher if Strasbourg were talking about a fee. But I think 8 million is a decent amount for Sanchez.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it has to be said that game yesterday against West Ham, which I think this photo is taken from, he had an absolute shocker. For
take
that
me through
third
it.
goal.
What happened?
I don't know if you saw it, but West Ham's third goal, the four Tottenham defenders were just so, disconnected. And then Scamacca was found with a through ball that slotted perfectly through to him. Davinson Sanchez pushed forward, missed the ball, then started trying to catch the man, and it was like watching Tom and Jerry or something. He just couldn't catch Scamacca, and he tried to do like a lunge at the end, and it just was an absolute fail. I mean, this is just one example of what hundreds that Davinson Sanchez has unfortunately been at fault for. He started off very well at Tottenham, but things faded away, and unfortunately, it is time to move on. Well, fortunately, from my point of view, because he's been needing to move on for a while, and I'm sure a lot of people agree. But yeah, let's hope that Strasbourg get this deal done, because at the end of the day, I don't really mind where he goes. We just need that cash to then put forward for a new centre back, which, of course, as we were saying, has gone a little bit quiet. Maybe that brings us on to talk about centre backs. Andre, I'll leave it to you.
Perfect. Yeah. So the big thing being that obviously we discussed Van de Ven, Tapsoba. Those we haven't really had any update on those, but Ange has said that they're still working on it, mainly because a lot of people got concerned that we were going to sign Ashley Phillips in replacing these senior center backs. But no, this is just an investment. This is a young center back. He's had one good year with Blackburn Rovers. We're going to sign him for about £3 million. He's around 6'3", and apparently a medical is set for within the next 24 hours. And I mean, we're trying to get this done quickly, I guess, because I think the news broke out yesterday. So usually I find that these surprise signings, they usually get done very, very quickly. Again, the fact that he's had just the 1 year, though, does concern me a little, because you never know, right? He could just have had one good season and then that's it. But I mean, it's £3 million. If we sell Sanchez, we make that money back like right away. And then some. At the moment, 18 years old. He had 14 games. He had 5 starts, 1 assist, 1 yellow card, 83% pass completion, and an 80% tackle success. That's pretty decent stats. But this isn't the championship. Things are different in the Premier League. But Ange does like his young players. He likes molding them, having them learn from the senior center backs, and introducing them into the squad very quickly. Unlike what we saw with Conte, where he kind of doesn't trust the younger players. I think this one is really trying to make sure that his squad is evened out, because he's planning for the future too, right? You don't want to just have all these senior center backs and all of them age at the same time, and then you got no young people. So I think this could be a solid one for us.
Yeah, and especially as we're probably going to get rid of Davinson Sanchez, potentially Tanganga, Eric Dyer down the line, and Joe Rodon. We don't know what is going to happen with him as well. So we're going to be centre backs light if we don't get ones in. So it makes sense. Like you said, he's probably not going to be he's almost definitely not going to be a starting centre back. Is he even going to be a backup centre back? I'm not so sure. I think this guy will go straight into our Premier League 2 team, into our under 23s, and I think he will bed himself in and hopefully develop along with a number of the other young players, like Alfie Dorrington, for example, 18-year-old centre back in the academy team, playing unbelievably well at all levels of those youth systems, and apparently really impressed again today. But not to go off too much on a tangent, he also played 5 games in the Premier League 2 last season. He actually got, I believe, an assist as well there. 1 assist, and played 3 games in the FA Cup and 3 in the EFL Cup. So he did get quite a bit of minutes yesterday. Quite a few minutes last season, like you were saying, Andre. He also plays, I believe, for the England under 18s as well. So, yeah, I mean, listen, this guy is one for the future. This guy is a pretty solid player. He played for the England under 19s as well last season. So, listen, he's clearly a promising player, tall. Andre, let's look at some of his gameplay, because we have pulled some video for you guys. Hope you guys do enjoy it. And if you are enjoying the video so far, please do smash the thumbs up. Let's please try and get 100 likes. You'd make my day. You'd make Andre's day. But let's have a look at this video, because I did pull it in for you guys. Let's have a look, Andre. Let's have a look at our live reaction, because I know you haven't seen this as well, but I've seen bits of it. So here we go.
Perfect. Yeah. Excited to see.
Credit Ultras FC TV for putting this comp together. It's a great comp. But let's see how this looks.
Oh, that's a good tackle. I like that.
Solid. So this game looks like it's in the championship. Nice little switch of ball. Again, apparently he's quite a progressive centre back, strong, powerful, likes to go forwards.
It's kind of a Romero type in terms of going forward.
Well, this is what Ange likes. He likes the progressive centre backs that push forward and almost start the attack. He's got great awareness of in the box in terms of when the ball's coming in, you know, making those interceptions, making those clearances. Again, look, striving forward. This is what Alfie Dorrington's like in the youth academy as well. So I can see why they've made him almost a fit for that team, because the team there really is quite aggressive in terms of defending, and they don't like to play a deep line. They play quite high up. So yeah, I can see why they've done this. Again, pretty composed. Listen, he's 18 years old. He's he's got 2-3 years before he's probably expected to bed into this first team, and we can assess from there. But he could be an absolute gem, right?
Yeah, and
Never
again,
know.
it's up to him to impress, right? For all you know, I mean, he won't be the first if it does happen that he just makes into the first team. He just pushes into it. Look at Dele Alli and how he impressed. He was in there from the get go. So
Yeah,
it's his position to win if he's really impressing.
yeah, exactly. He almost pivots into a central defensive mid when he comes forward with the ball like this. It's pretty impressive. Look, this is what I mean. Not a good example here, but I'm sure the next clip, another clearance, another header here. Again, powerful.
I like that he doesn't aimlessly just head the ball away or kick the ball away when he is under pressure, which some of our defenders do tend to do. I don't know if you've noticed that when we've watched Tottenham games.
Yeah, here, look. He'll move into the midfield. Look, did you see that? He then ran forwards.
Yeah,
Progressive
yeah,
centre
I've
back,
seen
very
that.
modern day approach. And
Yeah.
he just seems quick, physical, powerful. Listen, I'm not going to get overhyped for this player. Like we know we need the senior centre back signing, but he does seem promising, and he does seem like he's going to come straight into this academy team and do really well. But yeah, that's a pretty good insight. So big up to Ultras TV for putting that one together. We sourced that one. Andre, overall thoughts on that? Do you think it's now would you see that as a good signing? I know a lot of people were in meltdown on Twitter earlier saying, I can't believe we're signing this guy, and people were thinking it's our centre back signing, but this is one for the future, right?
Yeah, exactly. Charlie Eccleshare has said that we are still going for a senior center back to bring in, whether that'll be one or two. We'll see what happens, right? At the moment, they're focusing on one. And Ange actually said, right? He said that they're still working on a center back. It's not a secret. And he wants to be open with us that they're going to try and get it done as quickly as possible. But as we've always said, right? If an opportunity comes around to sign someone else while still focusing on our main shopping list, then by all means, this guy looks like he likes to push up. He doesn't just aimlessly kick the ball forward or head the ball forward. It looks like when he defends, he looks to see where his teammates are so that he can send it that way, even when he's under pressure, which is good to see because some of our center backs have the knack to just head the ball away and it just goes to the other team anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Or just boot it out, play aimlessly with no final pass. This guy looks composed when he moves forward, finds the pass, and even pivots to midfield. Hopefully, then you could argue there will be sort of a player to play with him, because I think if that was him and Romero, that could be issues. But I don't think we're at that stage yet. I really do think this guy is going to be a development player in the fringes, maybe playing some of the cup games, which could be exciting. But listen, I think it is a sensible signing, and fair play to Spurs. £3 million. I believe Blackburn have a bit of financial problems right now. I saw a tweet earlier where people were saying Daniel Levy has no shame because he signs players, young players, the best young player from a club when a club is in financial trouble. So, for example, Sheffield United were in trouble when we signed Kyle Walker and Kyle Norton, and we raided those two. Another example is, there's loads of examples where Levy has been sensible in terms of signing. It was Gareth Bale as well. Southampton had a bit of financial trouble, and we signed Gareth Bale on a cheap deal. I believe it was like £3 million at the time, which was an absolute steal, of course. So,
Well, look at what we did with Manor Solomon, right?
And they're taking advantage of a free transfer that clearly, the player's worth 10-15 million at least. So, yeah, it's sensible signing. Guys, let us know what you're thinking about this signing. Ashley Phillips, 18-year-old centre-back from Blackburn Rovers, looking for the here we go very soon, I'm sure. Or we've had the here we go or not, or it's imminent.
No, it's imminent. It's imminent. I have not seen a here we go yet, but I think it's just waiting for the medical.
What I would say is maybe by the time people are watching this, it's basically done. But it sounds like it will happen. The announcement will probably be very soon if that does happen and nothing does fall through. But it looks like it's a done deal, guys. Let us know what you're thinking. Keyword today, of course, it's Phillips. So bang Phillips into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts on what you've just watched there. Let us know your thoughts on Davinson Sanchez and all the talk to do with centre backs. Van de Ven, Tapsoba. Do you think it will happen? Let us know in the comments. Smash the like, smash the subscribe button, guys. We're very, very close to 2K. Big up Andre for all the research and big yourselves up, the Spurs Relatables, because you are what make this channel what it is. We really appreciate the support and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks very much. And remember, as always, come on, you Spurs!